Hey guys, welcome back. GhettoRig episode 211. Sorry for being late. We had some technical issues we had to take care of. The computer wasn't doing the things that it's supposed to be
It wasn't
doing.
computing.
It wasn't computing, yeah. It was on. But Mama said. Anyway,
And
um,
claps.
yeah.
We're back.
Woo!
Oh wait, it's not on. No.
Miggy dropping the
No.
bowls again.
Oh my god.
My name is Jay, as you all know. To my right, I have my co-host Eddie, and behind the camera, best man in the business,
Not
Miggy.
always. Sometimes.
No, you are the best
I
man.
like
You're
how
able to
today
quickly
he's
fix it.
diminishing his
Yeah,
own name.
quickly fix it. Otherwise, others would have canceled the episode. But you're like, nah, I got this. Um, but yeah, guys. Welcome back to episode 211. While Eddie gets us going, I'm gonna quickly post this on Instagram, so we have the quick links. To access. It's gonna be in our story and on Instagram, guys. Go like, subscribe, follow, and share. You know that helps us a lot. Um, without further ado,
Yeah, I wanted to talk about. I know Jay wants to do this, so Miguel, go ahead and bring up the new full frame mirrorless camera by Sigma. And if for those people who don't know, Sigma is usually a brand that makes lenses. Actually, every single lens on every single camera in this room
Sigma
utilizes
is
a
like
Sigma.
Sigma is like the Arab perfumes. You know what I mean? Like somebody will make a perfume and it's really good, and Arabs will copy it, and that's what Sigma basically does.
Yeah,
Like they'll
and they also make their own. So this is the FP. They just came out with the BF. So it's like that square looking one.
$2,000.
Yes, $2,000. Which it's not actually that crazy. It matches the specs.
Okay.
It does match the specs. I will say there are some weird things like the camera has no internal body image stabilization, meaning the usually like cameras have a.
You gotta use tripods at all times.
I don't know why they did this. I'm assuming, they're assuming that the camera has good enough low light capabilities to shoot at the shutter speed you need to not need stabilization.
Maybe it's good for like studio photography where you have a lot more light. You're always shooting on a tripod. Doesn't really matter.
I don't think that you would use this for studio photography. You know what I mean? Like to me, it really does appeal to be like a travel camera. How simply aesthetic it is. Like it's very simple. It has no viewfinder, a fixed screen. You can't move around the screen.
Oh yeah, I would not fuck with this camera. I wouldn't get this camera for that price point. I love having that flexibility
Of the screen, yeah.
If I need to shoot upwards or some shit, I can bend my.
Well, see, the thing is, this is their first go at it, right?
No, this is their I think their second or
Second
third
go at
camera, like second full frame mirrorless.
It's a
At
full
that.
frame.
Yeah,
Mirrorless,
it is full frame. So
What does the back of it look like?
Yeah, that's it. Looks very Apple aesthetic. Like, go ahead and
Very clean.
It's
Yeah.
very very basic.
Clean,
Flat,
yeah.
It looks like a fucking.
Yeah, it's made out of the case is actually CNC aluminum,
Okay.
solid CNC
So it's
aluminum.
not gonna have heating issues that much.
looks like
It shouldn't.
very
It shouldn't. It should dissipate heat pretty well. But that also means that the body itself could get hot while you're holding it. I mean, cameras usually overheat at a relatively low temp, so it probably wouldn't be nothing crazy. But like that's why you see like cinema cameras like the FX3, FX30. They have internal fans to help with no overheating issues. Like Miguel's camera that has like actually the same sensor as those does have will overheat if you're like outside recording for long periods of time. I've had
the
it.
first time I took it out on a shoot, I was shooting with Total Plumbing outside, and it was really hot that day. It was during the summer, I think, and it just nope, temperature's too high. Turning off.
Yeah, so you remember like 2 weeks ago after when it was cold for like randomly for like 3-4 days it got to like 85 degrees and it was hot as balls outside out of nowhere. That's when I had my first shoot.
So
with,
who are they targeting with these cameras?
So that's
What's
my
their
question
targeting
is
market?
I think
Because $2,000 is not a. It's
I think
not
this
a,
is
like,
when
a
you want
amateur,
to.
know
I think
what mean?
this is when you want to carry something that looks cool around, that looks like a Leica, but isn't a Leica. Like it has like
But
a.
it's got to
cool
be more than
look,
just a
like,
cool effect for $2,000. Because
Yeah.
you get a Leica at that price. You know what I mean?
No, Leica's a little more expensive. It does have good specs though. Like go ahead and look at the specs, Miggy. So it's got a 24 effective megapixel, so it's the same like sensor size as my A7 III, right? So it can shoot at 6K 30 frames per second. So that's actually a higher resolution than any of the cameras that we have. that I can shoot video
So
in
it does have image stabilization, but it's
Oh, digital
for
only.
the video only.
for video only. Okay, and it's a digital stabilization.
So maybe
It's
this
not
is,
actual
So
IBIS.
this is like another, it's like another freaking ZV-10.
Yeah, Sony. Yeah,
Like a vlog, like meant for vlogging.
yeah.
You think?
It's probably meant
it's
for
meant-
vlogging.
I don't see that because
No,
of
no, no,
the
no.
screen,
I'm not
right?
saying it's meant just particularly for vlogging, but like a really good cinematic camera.
I bet
for
you
the-
that's what they
for the
designed.
price,
Mm-hmm.
but only again for video, like the Sony A7S.
So I bet you that's what they
I-
designed.
And
They,
then for
they,
video, it has
I
10
see it.
megapixel camera, but they improved that with this by adding a good something that you can actually take
So,
a picture.
but yeah, so that's why I think
They're
it's a
probably going
hybrid.
after
To be
the-
honest, I think it's a decent
'Cause
hybrid
if you ever
because I think it
taken-
can take good pictures.
I think
with
they're
the
going
24
after
megapixel
podcasters,
sensor.
bro. Honestly, think they're going after podcasters. That's they're probably doing studio
No, because it doesn't.
cameras.
It doesn't have like it doesn't have like studio level connectors and stuff like
well,
that.
it
It's
has
very
a C
basic.
input, USB-C input, which
Yeah,
with the
that's
new Apple C inputs, those
maybe
yeah, but
those
not.
lightning
The only
inputs.
I get what you're saying, but still, to this day in like studio, they use what's called SDI. It's actually these connectors. Miguel's camera doesn't have one, but like the A1 and the higher like FX6, not the FX3, they have these connectors that are actually go screwed in.
Yeah,
They're
I
like
know what you're talking
optical,
about. Yeah.
optical.
But
SDI.
those are already like the professional level. I think they're just doing these for like average podcaster that wants just something to quickly to plug and play, and they're just gonna plug it in through USB-C direct port.
I really like the internal storage feature of a 200. It has like 200 and something gigabytes of internal storage, but you can't put any SD cards in it. So that's like kind of a give and take. So they don't
Can
have.
you go on their website, see what they're advertising it to, who they're because in advertising they will tell you, like the promo video will tell you who are they trying to
You
target.
gotta go to Sigma's website. You're on B&H. I wonder if B&H is giving EDU a discount on this camera. Probably not. It's brand new.
the BF camera.
Yeah, see, it's a studio environment.
This I feel like this will tell us. I don't want to play the video.
Yeah, you can't play the video and sound to the
Let
stream.
me mute these microphones here. So there's some dead space here.
Yeah. So it looks like, yeah, it looks cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. Like it's very clean cut, minimalistic. Do on double speed so it goes faster. You know,
Say
it
again,
is
my
very
bad.
minimalistic, huh?
Yeah, extremely.
Yeah. Do double speed so it goes faster. It's a touch screen. Yeah, it's a touch screen. So basically, controls are pretty. I mean, they have. So you have to really click through a lot of stuff to get to what you need. So I don't think this is a professional level camera where you can have presets and things like that quickly accessing.
No,
This
not
is
at all.
definitely like an amateur.
I like
Not
like
even
I said,
amateur, man.
this
is
to
like a
me,
beginner.
I think to me it's people who are like looking at Leica and shit like that and like that the way it looks and they want to walk around with a camera that looks all cool and minimalistic and retro kind of. This is what Sigma's going for, I think.
Yeah. Well, there's no doubt they're making badass lenses, right? So the only thing that's better than them is the Sony Carl Zeiss, right?
No, Sony G Master.
Well,
Look,
whatever.
I
They
feel
don't,
like you can't compare this even to a Leica.
Yeah.
I think what this is.
I don't think it's. I
This
think
is
they're
a
trying to be
fancier-
like it.
This is a fancier Canon GX2. That's
I
what
don't
this
know.
is.
Could be.
Because with a Canon GX2, you could do great vlogs with video, right? You can also take okay pictures.
I think this
And
thing
every
takes
girl
probably better
gets
than
around
okay
the little
pictures.
GX2, and they just take pictures. So
Yeah.
this right here, put that bad boy in auto, you're set.
Yeah, that's probably
You're
what they
set.
designed it for.
I don't
But
know.
at
If you're spending
$2,000,
$2,000
I mean,
and you're
they're-
putting your camera on auto, you're
That's what-
wasting your money.
Well, but this is again, this is
Tell
for
that to
those
somebody who has a
eclectic.
GX2, bro.
Yeah, but that's like $400 for a GX2.
Yeah,
This is
but if you-
$2,000 body
But
only.
this is what this is.
You
the
still gotta go
fancier-
spend Their lenses. Go look at the
But
lenses.
this is the fancier version.
That's what I'm saying. It's for those eclectic people that are like that. They're
Yeah,
doing that whole
there's
vlogging
collectors.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like, I think the only reason you'd ever see me with this camera in my hands is if I got to the point where they were like, I was doing camera reviews and so fuck it. All right, we gotta see what it's like.
no, I
That's
mean,
not-
I
I
would see
don't-
this
I
in
don't-
your hand if you were a fucking multimillionaire. You just buy it for the fuck of it, just to buy it to say that you have one of these cool looking ones. You know, that'd be it. But you wouldn't get any use out of it. I don't think
No.
so.
No, I don't think. I mean, depending on the size of it, maybe it's a good travel camera since it's nice and square. It probably fits into places easily.
But with this bitch, if you can get to take photos with this thing, then any camera you grab in your hand, you're gonna be taking badass pictures.
I don't know about that. That's a pretty. It's got pretty high end specs, to believe it or not. It's definitely not a. I don't think it's a beginner camera
You don't think so?
whatsoever. No, I don't see it
It's
being.
Roblox camera, bro. What do you mean?
I don't think it's a beginner camera.
Roblox.
$2,000. I don't see being a beginner
Minecraft.
camera.
Minecraft.
Beginner
Yeah,
camera to
it's
me is
super square.
beginner camera to me is your camera, maybe like a 6100. You
Oh, I
know,
thought you were gonna say
six seven hundred
S3.
bucks. You can get into the with a kit lens and everything. Go look at the lenses
Here.
though. The lenses look
Here,
badass.
beginner camera right here, right here. You don't even need to go far. Right here.
I realized today that my 2.5 lens on my camera, my iPhone, has a big old dot. I
Wha-
can't use 2.5.
Why?
Oh, like the
You know how it
zoom in.
switches camera?
Yeah.
When you zoom in, it fucking has a big old speck.
Nice.
Why? How did you get the spec?
I have no idea. Probably water.
Mm.
You think it's water or like a chip on the glass
Yeah.
maybe?
Or
It's
it's
a
dirt?
chip.
Did you try to clean
could
it?
Be dirt. Could be dirt. My phone's fallen a couple of times in the dirt.
Well, from the outside, I'm talking about. Maybe just
Have you
need
tried
to clean
cleaning
it.
You tried cleaning it?
I fucking rubbed that shit in pretty well.
That's a
Okay.
strike.
Sure. Just tug that.
Well, how old is your camera?
My
Phone.
It's about 5 years old.
This phone's old as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
It's an iPhone 12 Pro Max.
yeah. So it's pretty
It's
much
time.
time. It's
Yeah.
time.
It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
And-
camera.
and
As a matter of
this
fact,
is the second one I had. 'Cause
look
I-
into it,
at first
'cause
I had the plan, and then I
T-Mobile actually has pretty badass deals. I think they're
Yeah.
giving like $500 or $600 for a new fucking phone
shit.
if you take yours as a trade.
I kept mine just to have an extra. Personally, it was at the time when I went to do it with T-Mobile and Apple. First, my back was cracked. Remember, my shit's shattered. It was shattered on the back. It still is.
Yeah.
I have it. And they were gonna give me $200 if it was brand new, or $100 if it was cracked. And I would have spent $100 to do the insurance to get it brand new to get the 200. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. For $90, I was like, fuck it, I'll keep it as a. To me, that
I'm a
phone
big
is there
fan of
as an
the
extra.
deals.
And to use as a camera monitor.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the deals that they have with like T-Mobile, where they give you those phones for a huge discount when you trade yours in.
The thing is usually that usually, unless it's around Christmas, time.
All right, so here
Streamlabs?
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
pulled it up.
Stream might have just crashed.
So I just put it up.
It didn't crash. It's just having difficulties when switching scenes. Whether I'm clicking it on the app or the Stream Deck. It's alright. It shouldn't be a huge deal, but it's happening.
Okay.
All right, so they're giving you
The
qualified
thing
credit.
is usually you gotta get another line on your shit and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I mean, sometimes it's worth it.
I haven't had that. I only
Like-
do the deals where I can keep
Look.
my phone because I don't feel like remembering a whole entire new phone number.
No. What I'm saying, like, so what they'll do, like, for example, Miggy, if the deal is only to add on, like, for example, sometimes the deals are if you trade in anything from your iPhone 11 Plus today and get up to $600 off on your new iPhone 16 Pro, and then on the bottom of that promo, it's gonna say plus a new line.
No,
right?
no.
A
This
lot,
one-
a
this
lot
one-
of times. I'm not
Yes,
saying always.
yeah. So this one is a straight trade, and I'm looking at it right now. Limited time offer, broken phone, we'll take it. Get an iPhone
Or
16 Pro.
You have to be already on a certain plan sometimes. Like, there's a bunch of
Yeah,
shit.
you got to find
Somet-
out. But right now it's telling iPhone 12 Pro, not the Max Pro, save $415 on a new phone. So they're
Let me
gonna
see
give
it.
you $415.
See the promotion.
Yeah, it doesn't say more stuff to it, you know. So it looks like it doesn't have to have like a certain plan or anything. They're just giving you the promotion to get you upgraded. If you had a 13 Pro, you get up to like damn near $1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely need to look into a new phone.
Yeah, no, you have to have trade in on eligible devices in any condition on 5G on Go 5G Next. So you have to have that Go 5G Next plan. It says it on the front of the ad.
Yeah, you don't have the Go 5G Next because that's literally like the.
No, the base is what they call their essentials, which is what I have.
Yeah, but you need to look into that because the price difference, bro. Like you get they comp your Netflix, they do all kinds of shit. When I switched mine,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't that big of a jump. Actually,
I guess I would
I
have
don't
to
think
check
I
that
even
out.
saw any jumps at all.
But what was I gonna say? You gotta just check it out, Miggy. For
Yeah,
me,
just go there, see what they get.
it was worth it to keep it in my brain. Like they tried not bamboozling, but it's kind of a bamboozle-ish because it can fuck you if you don't remember to cancel it. So the way it can work sometimes is, you have to have add a line.
Yeah.
But that can kind of save you money in sometimes
Yes.
because, for example, the phone payment, I pay $40 a month for my phone, $42, right? If adding the line is gonna get that payment to, let's say, $15 because it took off so much money, right? Which is I think what the guy was gonna have me at, right? But then adding the line is only adding an extra 10, right? In total, you're only paying $25 extra a month,
Yeah.
right?
Which is less.
Which is less. But what they're banking on is
They're
when
gonna
you
keep that
finish,
line.
is you don't remember and you keep that line.
Yeah.
And you
of
end
course.
up paying that shit the whole time. Because technically, I asked him, I said, how long do I have to keep the line? He said, only while you have the phone, only while you're paying off the phone. Once you're paid off the phone, you can cancel that line. Which is true. I work on phones. It's true. It's true.
But you can cancel in a month or two.
No, you can't. You can't just cancel it. You have to wait until you pay off that phone. Part of that deal is adding that line. You can't get rid of that line until that phone is paid off.
Yeah.
It still saves you money, but you're probably gonna forget when you pay off the phone to cancel the line and end up paying a bunch of money afterwards for a line that you don't use. Because that's what we're gonna do. Is you don't have to put the funny part is that Miguel's saying like, oh, I don't want a new phone number. You don't have to put that new phone on that new line. You can have that new line just sitting there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And use the new phone on your phone number. Look at the lenses, Miggy. I haven't taken a look at them yet. I just know they released I saw a list of 10 of them. Go to Sigma's website. They have them more laid out. So yeah, that's the camera there.
The hell is that?
I guess that's an old camera from back in the day that they were trying to imitate. Take a look at that, Jay. A fucking camera and a piece of wood.
The fuck?
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure this is just the camera. Okay.
Well, what are their words? What are they right here? What does it say?
Seamless interaction. The Sigma BF represents a new, more intuitive way to use a camera. It is streamlined to make the act of photography as effortless as possible. We've replaced the shooting mode dial itself, a holdover from the days of film photography, with direct access to the 5 elements that decide the photograph. Shutter speed, aperture, ISO, EV compensation, and color mode are all immediately available at the touch of a finger. The new status monitor displays the currently active setting, so the screen provides an unobstructed view of the subject.
Oh, so they gave you that little extra screen on the side so you can kind of see the shooting mode and everything there, so it doesn't have the on-screen display necessarily all the time, which is pretty cool. The on-screen display can get a little annoying.
That's interesting.
I feel like there's still a lot of fucking clicking.
If you're a collector and you're into photography, I mean, I want a Hasselblad. I don't need a fucking Hasselblad.
Bro, Hasselblad keeps advertising to me. Let's talk about this after the thing because it's kind of pissing me off. So scroll down, see if we can find the lenses, Miggy. I just want to take a look at the lenses, and then we can move on from this. There you go. They look cool as fuck. They're all in this cool silver color. You can get them in black. What I was gonna say earlier was just interesting to me. This it's L mount, right? So the same thing as Leica, and you can get them for your Sony cameras, but only in the black color. You can't get the silver color for your Sony, which I thought they kind of did that shit on purpose, if you ask me. Yeah, it shoots 6K log, which I found interesting.
Yeah, this is a fucking film camera, dude. Film photography.
It's a good hybrid camera. That's what I was saying.
I mean, that's what they market it as.
Yeah.
Film photography. It's interesting. If I had the money to just go waste.
Yeah, they're all prime lenses, by the way. All the lenses they did for it, they're all Between
It
like
just keeps telling me that's pushing more towards film. Like,
they're all between 14 and like 85 millimeter, all either f2 or 2.8 prime lenses. They're not very expensive. They're not very expensive, which I find pretty surprising. Okay, so look up the Hasselblad X2D. I'm sure you've seen this camera, Miggy. It's their 100 megapixel medium format camera that they have. This thing cost over $10,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the website.
Either way, this thing right here is $10,000, right, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck is Hasselblad advertising this to me? I've seen it probably, I don't know, a dozen times in the last week. Bro, I don't have 10 grand for a fucking medium format 100 megapixel camera. This thing is insane, though. Like, when you take pictures with this, you can zoom in an insane amount, and it just retains so much fucking quality.
This is just such a fun camera. You can just do whatever the fuck you want. You have control of the world with this.
Do you though?
You could take a picture of anything and be able to fucking edit it however the fuck you want.
100 megapixels. Holy
But
shit!
you're not gonna have much of any.
It's medium format, so it's bigger than full frame.
The big form.
How much you said it was?
10,000, body only.
They're like, hey, they're shooting for the stars. They're like, maybe this homeboy will take out a fucking kidney, sell it, and buy one of them.
I guess. I don't know what they're expecting.
The captain on this last trip that I went on for Harvard, he was like, dude, I need something like that takes like good pictures, because he was looking at me recording video, and I'm like, for a small price of $3,000, it can be yours. I mean, he was
Without the lens.
Yeah, I didn't even include that, but he was with it. He was like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get into that. It's a lot more than that. It's so intimidating."
I
mean, you talk to someone like, "Oh man, how much is the camera?" Okay,
what's the cheapest Hasselblad they have? Probably that $10,000 one.
No. They have some that are a lot cheaper than that. A few grand. Probably 3-4 maybe.
But who even buys those? You know what I mean? They're just, it's like the wallets in the Louis Vuitton store. You know,
no. They're nice. They're nice. I like the one that they have that shoots from the top. That one on the left right there. That's $5 grand. That shit's fucking so sick. It opens up like the old cameras back in the day. It has like the check, and then you look at it from the top. I think it's that one, or maybe the one in the middle. Yeah, it's that one, bro. It's insane.
3,800. There is no fucking starter with Hasselblad. Hasselblad's high end. You can't just. You can't. It's like you go to the Lamborghini
and
dealership and be like,
sell me the tire.
What's your cheapest Lamborghini? Yeah, you're right, Miggy. That is.
Are you here to buy a fucking Lamborghini, or what are you here for?
Yeah, so can you please tell me that 14,000 Hasselblad? Why does it have a fucking sniper zoom on it?
A sniper zoom?
Yeah, that one.
It's not a sniper zoom.
What is that? Is that a viewfinder? That's a viewfinder.
It's a sniper zoom, bro.
It is a viewfinder, Miggy. Believe it or not.
That's just them being extra, bro. This is the like, fuck you because we can do it.
No, you know? That's how they had viewfinders back in the day. Viewfinders used to be just a piece of glass.
No, I get that, but it's like, bro, it's 2025. You know what I mean? Like,
we're talking all this shit. This probably is not even a viewfinder.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Anniversary edition. Click it, fucker.
Click on the link on the right. On the Hasselblad link, Fauzi. No, that's the Amazon one. Right under it was the Hasselblad one.
Okay, we'll go back to the more expensive one.
This one is like 3 megapixels only. Yeah.
I don't know. What? There's so much information here.
Yeah, don't even bother, bro.
Scroll down.
It's like learning a whole new world here.
But you know what? To be honest, like as many famous photographers that I ever listened to talk, and they all have the Hasselblads, and they're like, man, I love shooting it with my Sony. They all come back and say the Sony is their favorite. He goes, I have all those cameras. Sony is my favorite. You know, Hasselblad, I think, is just one of those things that you like, yeah, I got a Hasselblad, and what? You know what I mean?
Canon's not bad. Just gotta have a good Canon.
Yeah.
I'd fucking shoot with a Canon if I had a good Canon. I'd shoot with an R5. What's
Fuck that. Give me an R6.
50 something megapixel?
Give me an R6, baby.
R6, R5, some shit I can't afford at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, to me, the only thing I've heard, like, when
The
you
R5
compare...
is put on a pretty good deal.
Bro, when your camera costs like $40,000, like a car, like these Hasselblads, it's like, come on, man.
I was looking into, actually, so they released, like, all the rewards, Oscars or whatever, and what cameras they were filmed with, and, like, showed which camera had the most Oscars and, you know, which one had the less and all that stuff. They're still using the fucking Kodak Super 8 to make fucking movies nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about the editing, right? Like editing.
The
has gotten so
Komodo,
much
the
better.
Komodo was one of the cameras. The red Komodo.
Oh, I just looked up something expensive from Red, just because he just said when people walk around with their $40,000.
Yeah, right. Look up the Sony Venice. Look at that, baby. 100K.
That's just being extra.
That's an actual. When we say
Yeah,
cinema,
studio, yeah. Like
this
look
is
at the plugs on the side,
this is to make movies.
Yeah, like look. I mean,
We
look
got
at the.
him in the chat. We got Eddie. What's up? What's up?
This is literally to make movies. Yeah, give me $100 gift card on my $100,000 camera. Yeah, this thing literally shoots movies.
Anamorphic license for Venice 2.
You gotta get a license to buy the lenses?
Fucking license, probably. That's crazy. Wow. That's definitely a fucking viewfinder right there.
That is a viewfinder.
The other thing, I don't know what the fuck that Hasselblad had. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'd have to
Damn,
look
this
a little
comes
more
with
into it.
1 terabyte memory cards. Yeah, that's like
At least they sell you the fucking. SD
that's
cards.
like
The fucking thing looks like something Tesla would use, bro.
that's you know what's funny is that's in SD cards right there 6 times 1 terabyte. That's $3,500 in cards right there. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Nah, man, cameras too much.
So
I do want a new camera. They're gonna release the new Sony A7 IV, like the new hybrid. I think in like a week or
you've
two.
been talking about it for a minute now.
I wanna take a look at it and see what the specs are and maybe get a new camera.
So you thought you were gonna escape?
What?
You thought you were gonna escape? You remember last episode we had?
Hmm.
When we were
Oh
talking
damn! I don't remember what we were talking about, but I do remember you wanted to talk about something, and I said, "Fuck no."
We were talking about how you thought that women somehow are less they're like oppressed
Oppressed. I don't remember
versus
this actually.
men.
Man,
You
let's
caught me
not
off.
go there.
Why not?
You caught me off
Let's
guard.
go,
You
let's
caught me
go.
off- You caught me off
'Cause
guard. I don't remember this.
You were talking about it, and then you were like, well, there's a lot of things that basically guys can do that women cannot do.
Oh,
I
need
didn't
to-
say that.
I need to put on my voice mod. I need to do that. Spit it out.
Yeah, I forget the exact words that you used, but I was like, name me one thing that guys can do that girls cannot. And like, I'm not getting into it.
I don't remember this actually. I feel like the conversation was different. I remember something else.
No,
I don't know. Okay, we can get into this.
Yeah.
I mean, I ran into recently an issue with my own girlfriend not being able to do something because she's a girl.
Like what?
It's kind of work related, but not really.
She couldn't do it because
because she was a girl, they were hesitant to allow certain things and like to allow her to progress and stuff like that because they were afraid of certain reactions because she's a girl.
Well, that's just fucking dumb.
I agree.
Yeah, but that's when okay, but that's just a stereotype somebody has,
Mm-hmm.
right?
100%.
Yeah, that I'm not talking about that. Like in
But
general,
that is kind of
Like, or
impactful.
Here's a stereotype that kind of holds true.
I'll be able to spit out more information. I don't want to like go on that.
Yeah,
It's our workforce. It's
No,
our
no, yeah.
workplace.
So here's an example. On average, girls will have a hard time opening jars of pickles.
Yeah.
So when there's a bunch of people in a room,
hold on, let me add a little to the fire. Sometimes, 90% of the time, women have trouble grabbing things from the top of the cabinets.
yeah, they do. So do I.
But you
But,
find a way.
No.
Jay, I'm 40 years old, mom. You grab that for me.
So what I'm trying to say
shit.
is like, if there's a room full of people and I have a pickle jar in my hand, I'm not handing it to a girl. I'm gonna hand it to a guy to open it. Because I know that the possibility of it. Let's say I have a broken arm. I can't hold it with one and I open it with the other one, right? And I just squeeze it on top of the counter and open it. Like there's no friction. I can't do it. One of my arms is off. So I'm gonna hand it to a dude because the possibilities are that the dude will open it, versus a girl struggling.
Okay.
But that's not a stereotype, right? Like because if you think about it, there's not a single thing that dudes can do that girls cannot. With exception of one, and I'm gonna throw that in there. It's like dudes will like go out there and smash a bunch of girls, and never get like shit for it.
Mm-hmm.
When a girl does the same thing with the guys, everybody's
baby, that's what I've been waiting
that's
for.
the only thing, really.
You gotta put on your headphones, bro. You gotta put on your headphones.
Why?
This motherfucker's going off on the soundboard right now, bro.
Yeah?
You don't even hear it. Oh my god.
Yeah. Let's see what you got.
I mean, that's like one example I can think of recently that I ran into, like actually.
Well, that's just a stereotype, them saying, okay, well So here's the thing. For example, there are things that guys can do better, and there are things that girls can do better. Number one thing that girls can do better, like they can different smells better than dude can. On average.
Sure. Okay.
On average.
I'll give you that. I'll give you like a 60%.
And then also girls are better at orientating and remembering things, places that they placed certain things. Dudes are not that good at it. And this all comes down like evolutionarily. They describe
Not my
it.
girlfriend. She fucking forgets everything.
Yeah, like
she puts everything.
they're talking about like hunter gatherers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they kind of had to know where the berries and mushrooms grow to go back.
I
to
think
the
they're
gathering
definitely
and
better like organizers. Like if you tell them to like, you give them, for example, my camera bag that has like all the different like organizer things. You gotta split them up and like get the camera to fit and have all the accessories where it looks. Bro, I hate that shit. I grab that, bro, and every time I take it apart, I regret it. I'm like, I should have just left it how it was.
Yeah, well,
and then Emily looks at it and does it in 2 minutes and has the camera.
yeah, that's a spatial orientation. That's what I'm saying, spatial orientation. But then dudes are much better at figuring out where you're located on a map and where you need to go and how far you are from places. That comes from like tracking and stuff like that.
Once you do it enough, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's just that the first couple times that you do it, you're not gonna get it right.
No, but we're talking about them absolutely not knowing this, and then you showing it the first time, and they're like, okay,
figuring out the space
and then just figure it all out.
It all.
Yeah, putting it together. But like, and then like, girls are better at solving word problems, math word problems, and better at like grammar. And the dudes are much better at solving like number problems.
Give me the fucking math straight up.
Yeah.
Stop trying to have me figure out
saying,
where what goes where.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this whole idea that like somehow women are oppressed in 2025, I think that's fucking complete bogus. I mean, there's people with their own perceptions about it, but doesn't mean that.
Well, there's that. I think. I know that when you say that, you do take in consideration that there are people in power who are sexist. You understand that, and you do understand that some people are affected, but you're talking on a majority.
Yeah, no, but so at the same time, like, you can go right now on Glassdoor and look up jobs that are specifically geared towards women. No men, specifically towards women.
Right.
Like, we only hire women. Now, try to do that for men. There would be literally.
Don't you think there's a reason, right?
Well, no, there is no reason. The reason is, like, for example, like police force, firefighters, and things like that. They'll have women-only postings because women usually don't like to go into those professions. They usually don't. This is not something that they like to do.
Well, that's just traditionally hasn't been something that women do.
Correct, because it has to do with something completely different that they're really their bodies are not designed for. So, you know what I mean? It's just you know, I don't know. Like I think this conversation that girls cannot do what guys can do, that's
Do
absolutely
you think
correct.
as like a woman cop, they make you be able to like take down like a 200-pound man
Well,
Yeah, they do with
so
a taser.
that
with a
happened.
taser?
Yeah, that happened actually with military, because women wanted to join the military, so they had to lower the standards of entry for women to go in.
Well, isn't it different standards? Like if you're a man, you
No,
got to do this, and a
I
woman,
think
you
it's
do
the
this. I
same
think it's
standard.
different.
I don't think. I think they just lowered the standards so women can get in.
No,
There's a
I think they have a
reason.
different standard for women and men.
There's a
Like
reason
the
why.
amount of push-ups and everything you have to do is not the same.
Well,
like
well,
when you
there's
do your
there's a
testing.
reason why there's not a single Navy SEAL woman, because some tried, none of them made it.
That reminds me. I heard one of the girls. So Formula One has this thing called like F1 Academy, and right now they have this F1 Academy school that it's all women, right? It's all girls basically, right? All 20 drivers or so are all female, and one of them came out recently, and she's very good. But she came out recently. It's like, oh, you'll never see there's a reason you never seen a F1 woman in F1, and there's a reason you will not see a woman in F1 is because they don't make the cars geared towards women. It's all geared towards men. They're too physically demanding to drive and this and that, and that's why you won't see a woman. And in my head, I'm like, but if that's how the car is its fastest, right? Like, there's a reason there's no fucking power steering in that bitch, and that it's hard as fuck to move, and that there's 6 G's on a corner. It's because they're going fast as fuck.
That's the whole idea. The conversation is, should we replace something just so it can fit it so you can do it?
No, I don't think
Makes
so.
no fucking sense.
I mean,
Makes no sense.
in certain cases, I can see the argument, but in a
Like in
case
what
like
cases?
in a case like this, in like an actual workforce thing, I mean, you got to be able to hire people and allow people to work.
Let's say in police, right? Like, because everybody's going more towards like less use of force, less use of things, de-escalation, this and that, the third, the fourth, right? But at the same time, if there's a girl that's needing to subdue a 220-pound man, how is she doing it?
Well, here, like I agree
girl.
with Mickey, kind of. At least here, the bitch has got a taser. Imagine you're in the UK.
That's what I'm
and you're
saying.
Like,
There you
yo,
go. What are
I'm
you
about
doing
to
then?
get fucking
You're gonna get
beat
stabbed.
up by some 280-pound big black brolic dude, and they send the 120-pound chick with no gun.
Yeah. So what do you do then? No, that's what I'm saying.
shit.
Though there's things that, like, I think society's completely fucking out of whack. They're out of their fucking mind when they're like saying, "Oh, well, we need to have this equality of things." Like, why don't you let people choose what they want to fucking do? You know what I mean? Like,
People are stupid and people are ignorant.
if a girl doesn't want to be a police officer, why are we forcing them to be a police officer?
Well, I don't
And
think
then if they
nobody's
wanna-
forcing nobody to do anything. What do you mean?
But it's almost like me saying, like, you should lower the basket, and you should everybody slower so I can make it in NBA. That just makes no fucking sense.
No, not necessarily,
What do
Jay.
you mean?
It's let's even out the odds so now everyone has a chance.
Well, yeah. Why don't you even out the odds so a short guy can also play in NBA?
No, Jay. You're talking about entertainment versus real work. It's very different.
No, but it's a job, right? That's my job. Whether it's an entertainment or not, that's my job. My job is to go there and play ball and win games. That's my job. This is what I'm hired to do.
I don't think they wouldn't choose you because of your height.
You just don't got the
You
skills,
just
bro.
suck.
Well,
Because if you're shooting fucking jumpers from the fucking
How tall is
logo,
Chris Paul? Let's
Probably
look this up.
5'8", 5'9".
there's only one short basketball player that I can think of. His name was Maxi Bogues, I think. And 6 foot.
6 foot flat.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
so
crazy when he runs around. It's like you're looking at a midget move around the fucking
pull up
court.
Maxi Bogues.
Because he's
Maxi
so small
Bogues.
compared to the other guys.
He's like, he played like
Maxi-
10 or 20 plus years. Maxi Bogues.
Bows?
Bogues. B-O.
That's the shortest NBA player.
Yeah.
He was 5'3".
Yeah.
Damn, he played for a long time.
Yeah, he played for a long time. 5'3", and he was out there with all the dudes, like, praying, right? So,
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you can ball, you can ball.
Yeah, but
if you're shooting freaking...
He played
shots
up
from
until
the logo, you're
2001.
good.
yeah, but the
You just
game
better not
has
miss.
evolved and changed. It became more physical, so he wouldn't fare right now.
More physical?
Yeah, he
it's
would
become
not
less
fare right now.
What?
He would
you,
not
You don't
fare
know
right
about
now.
basketball, my friend.
It's become less...
It's become less physical.
No, he would not fare right now.
No. I'm saying the game of basketball has become
You
less
don't understand
physical.
what I'm trying to say. LeBron James, with his height and his body composition, he would never have.
No.
He would
The
never,
guys are more athletic, but the game is not more physical.
Well, well, okay, maybe I said it the wrong way, but what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they would get railed. LeBron would dunk over these people.
Spudweb.
Spudweb. What's Spudweb?
Spudweb is another shorter basketball player from back in the day.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, LeBron James plays what? He plays mid center, right? Like, he's positioned.
I don't know. I
5'7".
barely could probably name the position. I mean, you
Yeah.
have
So he's
point
not
guard, shooting
back
guard.
in the day, he would be center.
Center forward.
Back in the day, he would be center. His size recovering the balls, right?
You
Like
got,
he would.
you got centered, power forward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not a guard.
He's not a guard. That's
No.
what I'm saying. Because the game has changed. Like these guys are built different now. So I don't know if
guards
these guys.
are the shooters and the like point guards and shooting guard.
Yeah, but what position he plays? Pull him up.
Who?
Stephen Curry's a 3-point shooter, 6.2.
He's a
6'2".
point guard.
He's about right for a 3-point shooter.
He's a point guard.
Yeah. So pull up LeBron James' position on the court.
I think he
Power
plays
forward.
Power forward. Yeah, he would never be a power forward. He would be in the center recovering the balls. Like, but he's not. You know what I mean? So, but the point here I'm trying to make is like,
But I think he does also play shooting guard as well.
Small forward, power forward is what he plays.
Shooting guard, small forward.
yeah, he's never playing Shaquille O'Neal's position. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
Lately, right now, he's been doing
Small forward.
yeah, small forward still and point a little bit of point guard.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, like, they want the entire industry's changed, so they can, in an idea of making it all equal, but you can't, because you're making the game not as interesting.
So the
if you're not bringing
current shortest is at 5'8".
5'8", and what's the name?
Yuki Kawamura,
And
then another guy, Jacob Gillard.
who
there's
does
multiple
he play
guys.
for? He plays for Japan.
Okay, so Jacob Gillard is for the Memphis Grizzlies. Or no, Cavs. And then he plays for Memphis.
This guy plays for Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how much playtime does he get?
Yo, that means Memphis got some freaks on their team. Let me look up this guy right here.
Memphis Grizzlies. Dude. I didn't even know that team existed. Mm-hmm.
This dude. Let me see. Height.
What is it? 7'4"? Yeah.
This
What about Wemby?
He's right next to Wemby.
He's the same size as Wemby?
He blocked Wemby on one of the fucking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bro, you saw recently, like, there's this clip of Ja. He's got a fucking drive on Wemby. Bro, he dunked on Wemby like crazy.
He's aggressive with his shit.
This guy is so fucking big.
7'4". Bless you.
Thank
Versus
you.
7'3".
Oh, damn, so he's bigger than Wemby.
Yes. Dude.
Yeah.
Look at
Like, these guys are clearly they're the anomalies, right? No one
They're
is really
so
there.
fucking tall, it's insane.
But they're not very good at jumping. They're not very good at being
Well,
fast.
Why would you have to
This-
jump?
Yeah.
This guy doesn't need to jump. I want to find the video of this guy.
They can just do like standing dunks, bro. They literally go on their tippy toes and they dunk.
Yeah. Because it's 11 foot, right? Like the rim.
Look at this.
Yeah, look, he's grabbing onto the rim and still got his feet on the floor.
Yeah.
If it loads up.
You got it. You got it.
Oh, no.
You got it.
Hey, guys, spit it out, man.
You got it. Guys, spit it out, man.
It's the interwebs. They're sucking
I don't
dick.
think it wants to load up.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see there, he's fucking not even on his tippy toes, damn near flat.
Daniel Rogers. Who's Daniel Rogers? Eric could put that in. Daniel Rogers.
That was past Wemby, I think.
No.
I thought that was Wemby. Dude, he's
Anyway.
so big.
So what I'm trying to
That's
say,
what she said.
changing something so that you can accommodate, and it's not necessarily the.
But I think it's for me, I think like sports and competition entertainment is a bad comparison, because when it comes to entertainment, it's always the best. That's the whole point. It's always the best.
Okay, let's not talk about entertainment. Why don't they lower the standards of Navy SEALs so everyone can become a Navy SEAL?
Well, because we need people that protect us.
That's
That's
the
an
point.
extremely important job.
That's my
where
point.
we don't. That's an area where we can't have give.
That's my point,
That's
right?
but I'm saying that's an a specific area where we can't have give.
But you can have give with police force. They're literally
I'm not saying
protecting
I
the
agree
streets.
with all of it.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying I agree with all of it, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And he's like, "Hey man, don't fucking put
Like,
me in the hot
I mean,
seat.
this just-
I'm not here with the bullshit. I don't think women
No,
are
that's
doing
true
it,
because
but
this has happened with like the fires were happening in California. I think the chief of the station or one of the main managers of the station pretty much came out and said, "Well, if you're in a burning building, why didn't you run out? If you didn't run out, like we can't carry you, then we're not going to carry you out of a running building, right?" Like I'm just reiterating what she said, but she was basically saying like, "Oh well, if you can't carry you out of the building, if it's a woman, if she can't carry you out of the building, but it's your fault that you are still in a building." So that was the response. By the way, that chief got fired. The LA's chief of firefighters pretty much got fired. Not even resigned. Like they literally straight up fired her.
Did you know apparently there was during the Palisade fires, people that hired firefighters, like private firefighters, to fight fires in their homes if it did get lit up?
I don't know, but if we ever have that issue around here, I'm doing the whole sprinkler setup like that one dude.
Yeah,
did.
like that one dude did.
I saw a comedian make a joke about this, and he was like, "What if you're one of those guys and you're just sitting there, and one of the homes beside like light up? Like, what do you do? Like, do you go save that, or do you just sit there like, no,
I ain't signing
I'm
up.
hired to do this."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, if you're a firefighter and you're
a
oh
private
shit,
firefighter,
yeah. I mean, that's how private contractors in the military work. It's like, I'm here to do my job.
Yeah.
I'm doing my part.
Yeah. For the
Yeah.
Republic.
Since we're talking
Yeah.
about Luka or basketball, Luka dropped 30 on his second game.
I saw somebody put a pick for him to drop 40 or 50, and they were gonna make a bunch of money or whatever.
Dude, I really hope he makes that money back, because that was huge money. That
Well,
he lost.
Drewski's been going around lately, bro. Drewski.
He's funny as fuck.
He's got his whole little dating show. My friends
Oh,
were
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
that,
yeah.
bro.
Second episode,
It's
that
funny
shit's
as hell, yeah.
I'm
There was
saying
this
that.
Asian girl that came out, man. The guy.
My friends are in the chat and goes, "Oh man, I like white chocolate." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"What are you guys talking about?" And one of them is white chocolate. What's the name, bro? There's one of them that has a crazy fucking name.
You got Bambi.
Bambi. Yeah, I've heard about Bambi.
You got Meatball.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. When I heard that name, I was like, "That's a nickname he gave to one of the girls." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fucking crazy."
Meatloaf. Wait,
Meatball.
It didn't even pop up.
I thought it's meatball. Or is it-
Meatball. Wait, why did they put Meatloaf? Meatball. There you go.
What the fuck?
That's Meatball right there.
And then I heard there was this one tomboy that
You know all of
Was
this
actually
shit's
kinda
scripted,
fine.
right? Have I told you the story? Friend of mine.
this is scripted.
Yeah, all of this shit is scripted. Friend of mine, pretty good looking dude. He was actual model for like Calvin Klein and things like that. Not very bright, right? Just good looking dude. It wasn't one of those shows, right? Like Love Island type of deal. And they pretty much told him, all right, he goes, the producers, they said straight up when the show even started, they said, okay, you're gonna be the bad guy. You're always gonna start shit, and throughout the episode, you're gonna build drama. This is how you're gonna do that. And by episode 9, we're gonna cut you. It wasn't that like the players cut them, right? Like it's
Yeah.
all predetermined who gets cut, right? Like so all of this
I feel
is
like
scripted.
This isn't though.
No, it is, bro. It's scripted by, probably
Bro,
Drewski
they-
has a part in it, but
They're getting the ass beat in this shit.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, they
one
be
of
fighting a lot, huh?
One of the girls got her ass like beat up, or she did get a bruise.
yeah, but
I heard it sucks because it's on YouTube, so everything is censored. All the good fights, all the titties flying.
But it's not a Rumble.
No, I think
The
it's all on YouTube.
the Barstool guy narrating, Caleb something.
The white kid, yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious. as he's narrating the fight, they blur it out, but she just grabs her by her hair and just throws her on the ground. And he's like, you can see how they're very loving for each other, and he's like gently placing her down on the floor.
Shit.
No, so I just like his thing when he was like looking for talents, and the people would show up and
Yeah, he still does that. The could have been additions. That shit's funny as fuck.
yeah,
I love them.
yeah, they're funny as shit.
I rewatch them and I totally forgot about certain scenes, so I just start laughing. At
Some people who just like they show up and you just get rid of them. You don't even
Instantly.
wait
You
instant.
can
Like
go. You can
Oh,
go.
I
Get
think
outta
that,
here.
yeah, I think there was a black guy that came in all dressed in denim and with a cowboy hat and cowboy boots. The minute he walked in, it's like, you out. He's like, what do you mean I'm out? He's like, you out.
You can leave.
Pretty much called him a redneck and kicked him out right away.
I like the ones like. Have you seen? You know who Charleston White is?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
black guy?
Yeah.
Charleston White is.
He's fucking
He
hilarious.
got arrested for assault.
Oh really?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
There's this one video going viral of him where they're doing.
He just
like
recently got canceled again for saying some fuck shit about.
They're doing like the speed dating thing,
Mhm.
and this girl walks up and she's like this tall black girl. He goes, "Girl, why your knees down there?"
Yeah.
It's just like this is what a real model looks like, and then he ends
Oh
up
yeah,
picking
yeah. I
her.
remember there was a skinny girl that walked out. There's another one with what's his name? Not 22 Savage, but
22 Savage.
no,
There is
21
21
22
Savage?
Savage.
Yeah, there's one with the rapper. He got out of jail recently. He's shorter,
Look at
and he was basically in front of the girls, and he was basically saying right to every single girl that came out
I'm
there.
sorry, Biggie, but please go. Just hit back to see the bio. Look at the bio. It says somewhere Mason a gangbanger and Soldier Boy.
Somewhere macing a gangbanger.
Bro, that's exactly what I think what he got
Oh my
fucking arrested
God.
for, macing somebody.
That's fucking hilarious. All right, you can just click forward.
Charleston White has said some fuck shit, bro. Like
I
I'm
like the
surprised he
interview
only
where he
has
said.
75,000 followers.
I like the interview when they asked.
Well,
him,
no, he got canceled. That's his.
Why they?
main thing.
Why do they find you like being? Fuck, they asked him something like, why are you racist towards black people or some shit like that? He goes, cause I don't like niggas. I don't like niggas. I don't like blacks. I don't like whites. I don't like Asians. I don't like Hispanics. I don't like nobody.
Yeah, he's
That's
openly
so funny.
racist towards But can do you call that racism?
I think he's joking.
He's back out. He's a menace, bro. He don't lose.
I think he just says a bunch of wild shit as a
he
joke.
don't lose. He's back out. They got dropped.
Yeah, no, he got canceled lately. He said some fuck shit in the backyard.
He's
I don't
always
remember
saying
what it
crazy
was.
shit, man.
I don't remember what it was about, but like they pretty much canceled his ass.
You know what we haven't talked about? And I just got reminded because I'm seeing the fucking thing right here.
hmm
We didn't talk about Topuria vacating the belt. Or did we talk about that?
No, but before we get there, this last fight pass and what's his name?
Cejudo? Yeah, with
Cejudo?
the eye poke.
What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I think if you can't see, you can't fucking see. You saw his eye afterwards?
I agree. His eye
It
was
was literally
bad.
like a gash. Like a fucking huge gash.
I agree
like
with that.
tissue
But
damage and everything.
Do you think it was as bad as he said? Now I'm not saying it wasn't bad, but do you think it was as bad as he said, or because it was gassing out? Because you can see it. Round 3, he was gassing
I
out.
think...
I think it's a combination of both.
I think I agree with Demetrius Johnson.
What do you say?
He said that if Henry Cejudo's eye was a vagina and Song Yadong's fingers was a penis, that Cejudo would be pregnant right now.
Basically saying that it was
It was
pretty
bad.
deep.
It was very
Yeah.
bad. I mean, I when I saw it, I'm like, man, like taking the whole 5 minutes. Okay, he's tired. That's a veteran move. You know, like he's getting his minutes back. But then when I saw the fight start and you saw those last minute and 20 seconds, you could see he was running. He couldn't see him. It literally couldn't. And then the moment the round ends, he tells his corner, I can't see. I can't fucking see. He's coming at me. He's throwing punches and I can't see what he's throwing.
And
He even told the doctor, when the doctor at the end was like, can you see? He goes, I see 4 eyes right now.
Yeah, because that whole decision though was interesting too.
I think that
Is
was
that a
kind
new
of
rule change?
I think that was kind of crazy, you know. The way that I saw that go down was, I think that's the ref's fault. If it comes down to the last 5, you give the fighter the full 5-minute timeout, right, that they're entitled to, and at the end of the 5 minutes, the fighter is still like, wait, why continue the fight? He still can't see. Damn, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, they made us take some wild pictures back in the day.
That's creepy as fuck.
That is.
My boy looking fly though, with the bucket hat on and shit.
And everything, bro. I was ready for a safari.
Oh shit.
See, I'm not happy taking that picture.
No,
I'm
you
like
were not
pissed.
happy. But I think he couldn't see, bro. And I think that the ref, when the 5 minutes were up and the ref was about to start the fight again, when he, because you see that when the ref's like, "Are you ready?" and he's like, "Wait a second, bro, give me. I still can't see." And the ref goes, "Your 5 minutes are up. Are you ready?" I think the ref should have done another evaluation of the fight, had the doctor come back in and check this guy out before he continued, because he took the whole 5 minutes and then still wanted more. Clearly, he can't fucking see.
Yeah, but ref also did him a solid, right? Because he let him finish that third round.
That wasn't a solid. That actually made him lose the fight.
Well,
If the ref would have said, if the ref would have called it and said he can't continue, we're stopping the fight because of his eyesight right then and there, or before continuing it after the 5 minutes, it would have been either a no contest or Song Yadong would have got disqualified. So he wouldn't have got a loss.
but did he get a loss? I thought it said 3 rounds are complete. You know, there's
We're gonna-
nothing here.
No. 3 rounds were complete, so it was enough to judge.
Oh, okay.
So they went to the judges'
I
scorecards
see what you're
and
saying.
he lost.
I thought it was the opposite. They gave him the no contest.
No. If they would have ended the fight right then and there, it would have been a no contest or a disqualification on Song Yadong's part.
Yeah, but they're not gonna disqualify him. Like, you know, shit like that happens.
It would have more than likely, I think, been a no contest. But still, at least he wouldn't have taken a loss.
But here's my thing, man. You know,
Jim
this
Mil-
is a big thing. Why did these guys reach like that?
Because there's not enough punishment for it.
That's what I'm saying.
Jim Miller came out instantly and posted like a fucking essay of why this shit happens. He said I've been fighting. He's been fighting in the UFC longer than everyone, right? He went into his stats. He said, I have over 7 hours in the octagon, 1,200 significant strikes landed. 1,200. Not a single fucking eye poke.
Eye poke, yeah.
The reason this is happening, he said, and he pointed out how it was happening in the second round. He was coming in and the ref was warning him. And then instantly comes out in the third round doing the same thing. There's not enough punishment. These guys need to, the moment it happens, take a fucking point. Like, it should have, I think.
Take 2 points.
No, take a point. 1 point is good. I think he should have had a point deduction. Because the ref had already warned him from the previous rounds. He didn't do a hard warning where they usually like, oh, stop the fight, give the guy a break, and let me give the guy a warning. No, it was more of like during the fight, hey, keep your fingers, wash those fingers, and then the eye poke happened. And it was a double eye poke. I don't know if you saw, but like he literally got both eyes, and people were
that's
saying
why
that
all measuring distance is complete bullshit. That's complete horseshit.
not necessarily, but you need to do so in consideration that you might poke this motherfucker, and you also might get a point deducted by doing so. I think that's how it needs to work. I think you poke someone in the eye to the point where they can't fucking see, you need a point deducted. Like, stop, and that will deter these guys from doing so. Same thing with like the nut shots and stuff like that. They need to start doing more. It's too lenient. They have too many warnings. Like you've seen in certain fights where the fight will get stopped 2-3 times about, oh, don't hit him in the back of the head or don't eye poke him, and they still don't deduct a point. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? Why are you saying anything? That's something that happens a lot in boxing too. In boxing, they give so many warnings sometimes, and that it's actually almost worse in boxing because I feel like it's very all over the place. Sometimes they don't give any warnings. Sometimes like first offense, boom, point taken. And then other times in boxing, it's like they give them 7 warnings and not a single point taken. Versus MMA is at least a little more consistent. Yeah. But it's still bad rules, I think.
But talking about the next upcoming fights,
so Volkanovski
we got Ankalaev also scheduled with.
So Dan Hooker and Justin Gaethje got canceled. Dan broke his hand in training like 2 days ago, and they canceled that fight. Okay. And Moicano came out and said, "I'm ready. I'm waiting for the call against Justin Gaethje."
Man, he's really trying for it, huh? You think they will put him out there again?
I don't know. I think they need to find someone though.
Well, they need to do it. They need to bring. Well, that's not gonna happen for another year, probably. Arman and Makhachev. That's not gonna happen again.
No, that they're gonna Dana White already said he's gonna have to fight back up. that he's not giving him that he missed his title shot and he's gonna have to fight again before.
But
he
that's
gets it.
such fucking horseshit because he's not marketable. If he was more marketable, there would be no questions asked. They
That's
would just
not
give
true.
him the shot.
They did the same thing with Charles.
Well, Charles Oliveira is not. I mean, Charles Oliveira is good, but again, he's one of those guys that's also not. Doesn't create too much stir. Doesn't
What do you
stir up
mean,
too
Charles?
much drama.
He doesn't stir up drama, but Charles Oliveira is like one of the most followed athletes.
He is, but he doesn't stir up drama.
sport.
That's what I'm saying. Not marketable. He's not marketable.
Just because he doesn't stir up drama doesn't mean he's not marketable. My man sells tickets. He's fucking famous as shit. People like it's like Pereira.
But
Where
okay,
he doesn't have to be.
Okay,
it
let
doesn't
me
have to
ask
be.
you this.
There doesn't have to be drama. He's
Let me
just
ask you
famous.
this. If there was a Khabib and what's his name fight
Hey,
scheduled.
guys, spit it out, man.
Khabib and fucking
Hey, guys, spit it out, man.
your wife's in me DMs.
Connor.
Khabib and Connor fight was scheduled. Connor gets hurt. Do you think they would not schedule it right back up again? They would schedule right back up. Connor would not need to fight his way back up. He would just be scheduled directly to fight. Just like what they're doing right now with Taporia and well, we don't know what's going to happen there, right? Like this most likely
Yeah,
Charles
but
Oliveira.
Connor's also like the unicorn. That's a very rare.
Well, that's what I'm
scenario.
trying to say because Connor's marketable. Like you can just
No. It's
throw
not
him
that
in
he's
there.
marketable. It's that he is the unicorn, bro. That's Dana White's fucking baby. You think he sucks John Jones' dick? That's that. Connor's his guy.
No, I mean he does suck John Jones' dick because what did they say? They said it's a $1.8 million payout. Him and Aspinall, that's already in works. Him and Aspinall, $1.8 million.
To who? What do you mean?
Aspinall and Jones
$1.8 million for what? What do you mean?
for that's the purse.
That's nothing. What do you mean?
I don't know. I just saw $1.8 million something.
No. Those guys are getting paid more than that. Maybe Tom is only getting paid $1 million, but Jones?
I don't know. I don't know. They were talking about that. They're talking about that. That's already in works. But this Ankalaev fight is going to be interesting to see. I don't know how that's going to be, but it's going to be different. Oh, by the way, talking about Roberto Soldic. Roberto Soldic is the Croatian guy that was down here training with Colby for his fight, for the Fight Pass. Roberto Soldic just won recently fighting, and he actually has fought DDP, and he knocked DDP out cold. And when DDP was talking, he's like, man, he goes, I've never been hit like that in my entire life. He battered DDP. And Soldic hits just as hard as Pereira.
Oh, this is the guy that hit the thing at the gym?
Yes, that's the guy that hit the thing at the gym. That's the middle right there in the middle fight. Play that. He went against this Turkish dude. Watch this. Pop.
Damn.
Laid him out.
Flatlined him.
Laid him out.
Holy shit. Wait, Pitbull. Is this the guy that's going to be fighting soon in the UFC?
No. Soldic is fighting at 1 right now.
Okay. I know they just scheduled a fight with Yair Rodriguez.
Watch this.
Against someone, but that's
Boom,
a
just
different weight
fucking
class.
laid him out. And he wasn't doing that great in this fight. Like, he was actually losing the round. And he just fucking left hand knocks him out. After that punch, that last punch, the guy came out with the biggest, like the forehead, just a gigantic hematoma. And he didn't know where he was. The Turkish dude did not know where he was.
Shit, I wouldn't either after that.
My boy
Yeah.
face planted into the mat and then got rocked.
So he's arguably smaller than, he's smaller than Pereira, but he hits as hard as Pereira. So, and he's much faster with his hands than Pereira. So, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. But Pereira and Ankalaev, I don't know what you got. Who you got your money on?
Pereira.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be.
I think if he can.
That was a good fight, actually. That was a very good fight, and he literally outclassed him with jiu-jitsu. Rear naked choke. He's doing well, man.
Well, he choked him or leg locked
Rotolo,
him?
yeah, he choked him. He chokes him. That's the beginning of the fight. He ends up choking him. Yeah, he
I don't know what it's called, but it's a triangle, right? So a
Arm
side
triangle.
Arm
Mhm.
triangle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's tapping the ref's leg.
Get me
Get him
out
off of
here.
me.
Yeah.
Get him off of me.
He chokes him.
Tight motherfucking grip.
The thing
It's
with
interesting how in MMA they force him to do the braids versus when he's doing his grappling, he has the afro out, which is funny.
So the thing is with Rutola, I don't know if he's gone against experienced MMA fighters yet. Like his jiu-jitsu is miles and miles better than any of these guys, but I don't think he's gone against because there's a lot of good jiu-jitsu guys, and they're not the best, right? Like they're not number one. They're
My thing
usually
here
within
is,
top
like-
5 or top 10, but they're not number one.
Maybe I'm wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. But do you think with one championship, like the things like the Rotolo brothers going into MMA, do you think that one is only allowing that to happen because those guys are so famous?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think that would be happen in the UFC? I don't.
no,
like,
the kid clearly has skill, right? Like you saw what he did to that guy. He was
Yeah,
dominating
100%.
the round. But I don't know if he would fare well in that weight class. That's probably going to be one of the hardest weight classes for him to be in, right?
What
I think
weight
it's
class
like
is he fighting?
145, I think. I think it's at 145 he's fighting. That's Tapuria's weight class.
Well,
Like-
not anymore.
Well, used to be, right? So, I mean, you have Tapuria, you have Aussie in there. Okay, so 167. Never mind. I mean, like
Well, that's
167.
I'm pretty sure that's for jiu-jitsu
Well, what about this MMA thing? MMA weight.
because he does jiu-jitsu for one championship as well.
Well, that's the jiu-jitsu.
Well, maybe they're doing kilo because it's one and it's international, so they just have it at 76 kilo.
Yeah, so I don't know if you 160 that's Colby Covington's weight category.
170.
Yeah, you think he would fare well in that?
No.
No, man. He would be
He's
destroyed.
not big enough, I don't think.
Huh?
I don't think he's big enough for 170. Those guys are beefy,
Mhm.
believe it or not. Like, look at Gilbert Burns, built like a fucking tank.
Mhm. Yes,
There's a different instance.
yeah, but these are not the best guys, right? Like these are not number 1 or number 2 or number 5. I don't think these guys are even number 10.
We'll see. We'll see if he starts,
Yeah, we'll
starts
see
to
how it
make his way up
progresses.
the rankings, right?
Cause, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. What about this next fight
He dropped
scheduled
him.
with Volkanovski
He
and
rocked him with that overhand.
Mm-hmm. I think that is going to be a Volkanovski win.
you think so?
If
I don't know, man.
No,
think
I don't
that's-
This
know,
guy's
bro.
got some striking on him. Whether he's going.
Oh,
against
Diego's great.
somebody who's
I think Diego.
Are you
Diego's.
talking about Rutola or Diego?
Cade right here.
He's talking about the Diego Lopez Volkanovski fight.
Oh, I'm talking about Cade.
Cade versus who?
This guy right now. He's talking about this fight
I
specifically.
think he has some very, very good potential in one. I mean, he's destroying these guys in MMA.
Yeah, but it's
Whether
all
they're-
about who you're fighting.
Yeah, but whether you're fighting somebody good or bad, you're coming in with this type of energy and this type of confidence.
That shit don't work when you're going against Volk.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Energy and confidence.
Islam was
don't-
having a hard time first round, right? And then he ended up catching him with that kick. So what do you think Islam and Tapuria? What do you think about that?
Islam's too big.
Islam is too big. He's bigger than fucking Bilal.
They were talking about how Topuria walks around. I think that's why they're doing that, right? Right now there's a lot of articles going around about how Topuria is so big and he walks around at 186 pounds and this and that. I don't give a shit what you walk around at.
Because Tapuria is what, 5'7"?
I don't
Tapuria's
know how
5'7",
tall
I
he
think.
is.
5'7", 5'8".
I think that's why they're gassing his weight right now is because he's going to be fighting Islam and they don't want people thinking that he's not going to be enough. You know what I mean? 5'7". Yeah, bro. Islam is too, like, look up Islam's walk around
5'10".
weight.
Oh, walking around weight?
Yeah.
I think Islam is pretty lean, even when he walks around.
So his height is 5'10",
Mm-hmm. He's 3 inches taller.
and he probably walks around at 190 pounds.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he's
200.
at 180. Or is it 200 pounds?
When not competing, he weighs 200 pounds. Yeah, so he's still bigger than fucking Topuria.
And then he got to go 45 pounds down, man. That's crazy.
yeah, those guys.
It's only a
cut.
matter of time when he's not going to be able to cut like that. He's going to have to go up a division. He's going to have to
The
be
only
in
thing
that
they keep
Kobe's
saying
weight
though
class.
is that he won't go and fight Bilal because they're buddies. At 170, he won't go up to 170. Patty is going to be fighting Michael Chandler, which I found interesting just because.
Patty and Chandler?
Yeah.
Chandler still fucking, they're still getting chances. This is what I'm talking about. Like, talking all that shit. Patty's another one of those that, like, drops insane amounts of weight.
Yeah, he
just
walks
to get
around
there.
around 110 pounds. Or 210.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy the way he drops that, dude. How
Yeah,
the fuck do you go
50
I
5
think
pounds, bro.
his
That's
clip
nuts.
when they're like, you don't, like, well, you have, like, abs right now during fight. He goes, this shit isn't fun.
Yeah, look at it. Like, pull that up. Bro. That's a big difference. Bro, what's up with that bold haircut, man? Like, come on,
I think he
Patty.
does it on purpose at this point.
Staple, bro.
It is. It's like his signature. Mind if I hit your vape,
Dude,
Mickey?
that's crazy. Look at that weight difference.
Yeah.
He looks like a completely different
Put up
person.
Connor when he was fighting at 145.
Bro, I
Bro, that
It's such a-
picture.
you know what's funny? Like, a lot of people hate on Connor because of all the shit he talked
Look
and all the
at that
stuff.
picture right there where he's screaming, the very first one.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
That's when Connor was the man.
Click second picture. Click on second picture.
Yeah, unrecognizable, bro.
Bro, he looks like he's 70 right there. He's 60 years old in
He
that
looks
picture.
like he was not getting paid enough to be there.
He looks like Old Man River in that one.
Yeah, right. That's what he fucking knocked out Jose Aldo, baby.
Jesus
Bro,
Christ.
looks like a Victoria's Secret model. Skinny.
I mean, 145, yeah.
There's this old interview they keep. So there's a lot of like edits going around of like the downfall of Connor, and there's this one interview I keep seeing where he's they're asking him like, Connor, like, how do you celebrate your wins and all stuff? He goes, partying and something else only causes weakness in the mind. And then it fucking skips to him of all the clips of him smoking weed and partying and shit like that.
Did
and
you
now,
see he's now getting into music? He's got this
He's
new
got a record
girl
label.
band that is gonna put
he
out.
started
like
a
that
record label.
Yes, like,
And he signed. Who did he sign? Bro, he signed one of the OGs. It's like LL Cool J or something. He signed him. Look it up. Connor's record label.
he signed these 4 girls that he's gonna try to bring in as the
LL
new
Cool-
Spice
no.
Girls.
Greenback.
Records.
Who did he sign? Yeah.
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, he signed these girls to be the next Spice Girls.
Yeah, but no, he signed like an OG rapper. Or maybe I'm wrong, but it's like some. See if you can find that, Maggie.
Do you think Sean Strickland's ever gonna come back?
I don't know.
Exhibit.
I saw
right there. It says Exhibit. Exhibit. The
Yeah,
first
he
artist.
signed Exhibit. That's who it was. He signed Exhibit.
I mean, he's gonna keep the record label, bring it up, and then fucking sell it just like he did with that Proper 12. Watch him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's the only thing he has in mind. And then Exhibit already released a project through Greenback.
Yeah.
Look at him there. Isn't it crazy how nowadays it's so you see like this cinematic look everywhere?
Oh,
Like it's everywhere now.
Dan Bilzerian just dropped his vapes in South America.
What kind of vape? Like a nicotine vape?
Yeah, Nick Vapes. He just dropped them in South America.
Here you go, biggie.
I thought they've been around in South America.
His vapes? No, his vapes just. He goes. Our vapes just landed in South America.
Shit, they've been out there illegally at least.
Could be.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to wrap it up for today?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We forgot to mention our sponsors, UFC Gym Largo and Pinellas Park, and Vitality Wellness Centers. Go check those things out, guys. Links in the description. We appreciate everyone in the chat joining us today, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. Thank you.
Peace.